I would hate.
It's only when you get game over in your game, whatever game it is. It's like
nigga, I would throw the headset off so quick. All I saw was G automatically off.
You get soon as you get ready to fall off that cliff.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I hope no little kids get a hold of it. Like this is just so like. Hey, this is the type of shit that you only hear and see in movies, my nigga. Like, half on the saddle, half on the saddle, on some okay.
Shanni on her turn up.
Hey, take it to the crib, make a drink coming. I'm from the hood, I never did this. I can say that I done it. Cocaine blame, that's my dog. I call them up, the house this slut.
We gon' fuck her in the back of the bus and fill her nose up full of that dust. Hey. Horse.
Take it back on them. People be sleeping on Juicy J.
He go hard.
I know. Like super, like, I don't want to say hard.
Come on, man. You see I'm drinking. Come on, man.
Yeah, but for real, super dope.
Yeah.
Fuck with Juicy J. What's cracking? How you doing?
Feeling good, feeling great. How are you?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. Happy Saturday.
Indeed. Happy Saturday, almost Sunday.
Happy Saturday evening.
Almost Sunday.
Okay, it's almost Sunday. It's closer
it
to
really
Sunday.
is.
It's closer to Sunday than Saturday.
Good.
All right. I agree. I concur.
Cool.
Yeah, Saturdays are for podcasts, so that's what's up. What's cracking, Extendo?
What's up, sir?
Hey. In the background, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's going on?
I hope you have him on the couch one day. You know, I was trying to like plug that earlier. Like, why people never be on the couch? Like, you know.
I saw that. I saw that. You're trying to plant a seed?
Yeah. I mean, it's a spot open right now.
You want to see Extendo on the couch?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like what he says sometimes. Like when we have our talks and stuff, like he comes from a very good perspective.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I can dig it. I can dig it. Well, you know what I'm saying? We're here. Taz ain't here. Barb ain't here. Cash is in Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
Taz, come back because this means I have to fully pay attention, and you know that's hard for me to do. So this is gonna be rough.
It's not gonna be rough. You good. You got a whole nother podcast.
And I have to pay attention to that whole too.
I'm saying, but as you combine your forces, you know what I'm saying, you should be tuning in more now, right?
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah.
You know, since that shit is in the metaverse and we have the headset on, you can't really see if I ain't paying attention or nothing like that. Like, I could be freezing or lagging or something they won't know.
They won't
like,
know. They can't tell, like, if the head is doing smoke.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. You can still hide it. But not today.
Yeah. It's
not
real.
Today.
It's real.
It's cool, though. I think you got it.
Okay. What's up?
You look nice.
Thank you.
Blacked up. Hold on. Let me put my shades down.
Okay, put your shades down.
We shades up. All black.
We look like we finna go rob some shit.
On the real.
Either we gonna rob some shit, we a singing group, or it was a funeral.
No funeral. We definitely not just out.
Are we a group?
I guess we could be a group.
Like, you know, you the producer and I'm the art. Like, you know, it's like a duo.
Yeah, we could be a group.
All right, that's what's up. Cool.
All right, yeah, that works. I can dig it. What's the name? What you got?
I don't know.
What you got?
What you think?
I don't have a name. You came up with it. You gotta have a name. Like I could eventually come up with a name, but I'm not like quick with names like that.
You are quick with names. You be naming stuff all the time. You name the songs.
Oh, if I name it, it's gonna be something like Bright Light.
I'm done.
You know how I get else. Computer screen. You want to be called computer screen?
I'm thinking like Green Dynamite Love or something like that. Like Green Dynamite.
Dynamite.
Like GDL.
Love. Oh, okay.
TBD.
Yeah, TBD.
But that's just off the rip, off the fly.
Okay. See? You see? All right. See? Brandon. No. Okay. Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah.
Because when was the last time, like, okay, I guess the last one that came out where a producer was at the forefront was Glorilla and...
that's not that long ago.
I know. That's what I'm saying. But before that, when was the last time?
If it's like the DJs, I mean, a lot of times the DJ gets that front billing type situation. But as far as the producer with an artist where the producer got front billing, I can't think of one in a minute. They've had a name like Prime came out with DJ Premier and Royce the 5'9" when they came out as that duo. I mean, you can always think about like the traditionals for them, Yeah.
So I'm just saying,
but DJs did traditionally get named first, like hip hop, until when DJs, like for some reason, people stopped thinking DJs were important.
And we should bring that back.
Hey, all right, yeah, let's do something. What you sipping on?
So, Brown Sugar last week had bought this cucumber vodka or cucumber tequila? Cucumber something. It's either vodka or tequila. I don't remember which one. So Extendo put that and some guava juice and some lemon juice. It's really fucking good.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to be right.
All right. Yeah, that's what's up. Oh, I made some water.
Yeah, he didn't bring my water.
Yeah, well, I'll put the order in.
Thank you.
All right, Val. So let's see. Let me just introduce the podcast.
All right.
Right quick. We can give our shout outs, even though I did some shout outs. And then we can keep it going. All right. Word up. You have now tapped into the Deez Ninjas podcast, and we are so glad that you came to kick it with us. I am Club Dynamite, the coolest ninja you know. I'm here with the lovely Shanni Love, my ninja.
Hey.
This is a real ninja roll call.
Hey.
You feel me? And it ain't no other ninjas here, so we hold it down.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Come back, y'all. Shout out to Taz.
We in all black though. Chocolate it up. You know what I'm saying?
Taz, Vern, Nikki.
What up, Vern?
Barb.
What up, Vern? Shout out to What Up, Vern. Shout out to Nikki Savage. And shout out to Vacation Barb. Taz is out and somewhere on the other side of the planet right now. Shout out to Taz.
Twerking it on her cast.
You think Taz is twerking? Could you imagine Taz twerking?
No.
Like, shout out to my little nigga. You know what I'm saying? And a shout out to all of you who listen to us, who tap in with us, who,
yes,
even takes a moment of your time. You are appreciated.
Yes.
You are appreciated.
Like, real spill. All right? And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you give us a like and a subscribe, please. Mm-hmm. That helps the algorithm so we can be shown to more people.
Absolutely. To
continue to grow our thing. And I'm working on the Discord so we can have like a little community.
Hey, okay. Come on, Discord.
You feel me? You fuck with Discord?
Unfortunately, I have to because so many things for the metaverse is on Discord.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm there.
That makes sense. All right.
But I don't like it because I think I was telling you, like, I'm tired of all these apps. I'm tired of all these ways to stay connected. I just need one way.
Hey, well, people don't connect in person. So you have all these ways to stay connected now.
I gotta keep up and learn how to use so much different shit.
But Discord is dope because you do build a community, and that's what you want to do with all these different things that we're doing, right?
That's true.
Where everybody can kind of like-minded people can get together and like minds. Even don't be hive mind though.
Yeah.
Don't hive mind.
Yeah.
But like-minded people can get together and discuss some of the things.
They're out there, so yeah, look out for that Discord.
And and also like I said, it's a community, so you know what I'm saying. Each one teach one. People can network and learn things and all that.
You get in some of those groups on there, and you drop your podcast link, and you get more followers.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Word. All right. So yes, if you're doing YouTube, if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Music or Google Podcasts or whatever platform, same thing, man. Please, like, subscribe. It's much appreciated. Mm-hmm. Much appreciated. Word. All right. Now, the week. We have a week. What happened this week? Yeah. What happened this week? We got a few things on the list.
All right. Let's talk about it.
Okay. All right. Let's start with the election. The election was Tuesday. Did you vote?
Yes, it was. Yes, I did, but...
That was, I didn't like that.
You didn't like my answer?
I don't like the way you said it.
Because I was going to say that's my business. If I did or if I didn't, but I did.
I wasn't going to ask who you voted for. I was just curious if you exercised
the other white man. That's who.
Your liberty. Huh?
I voted for the other white man.
But it's not just the people and the candidates. It's also the measures,
yeah.
which are a lot of things that affect us a lot more quickly, more quickly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Did you vote?
I did. I actually had voted.
Mail-in?
Yeah, prior.
They make it so easy for you to vote now. Honestly, it's really no excuse.
That's true. And it didn't go the way they thought it was going to go.
Do tell.
Oh, well, I mean, be considering how the years had gone with people you were hearing out of people. Mm-hmm. And, a lot of people that do the polling, but I don't know anyone that participates in polls. Myself, I don't poll government polls and stuff like that about who you're going to vote for and all that type of shit. I don't participate in that, but they always showing the polling. That's just advertising, really, for the candidates or for their shit, I think. But nothing went how they kind of were projecting it to go. A lot of the candidates, a lot of the stuff that people kind of were thinking was going to happen. A lot of the Trump candidates that people were really thinking was going to get in and really be able to be moving stuff around. Lost. Like a motherfucker. They lost. Shot down. Gang of them. They went with the regular Republicans. Can we get some of the regular Republicans in here, please?
Yeah, niggas is tired.
Yeah, man. And then what happened was a gang of young people voted.
As they should. I started to say as we should, but I'm not the young folks no more. So.
Hey, but they don't project the young people to vote. Normally they don't. The turnout, the young people turnout, and the young people's turnout was all that oppression and all that bullshit that y'all coming with.
That generation is different, and they been showing us that. That generation, what is it, Generation Y?
Is it
Y or is it Z?
It's Z, I think.
Generation Z, y'all be having y'all foot on niggas' necks. You hear me? And keep putting your foot on. Y'all doing the damn thing. Y'all ain't taking the bullshit. I like that. Y'all music is trash.
And sometimes they overanalyze stuff a little too more than it's necessary. Sometimes you need to just feel some shit.
They not afraid to speak up and speak out though.
No, they out here. They doing the protesting, all of that.
They quitting jobs and making their own money, all types of shit.
For real. It's like the full force though, of the internet generation that's grown up all the way in it. They really taking full advantage of all that it has to offer. It's pretty dope, I think. But besides that, right? So what happened what they wanted to happen didn't happen, right? Herschel. It looked like he was going to win, but he didn't end up actually winning. It's going to be a runoff.
That's why I messaged y'all what I messaged y'all. And Taz was like, what?
Like, people really voted for Herschel.
But why are you surprised? People voted for Trump.
I know, but like, it's like, I don't know, man. People don't cease to.
None of this shit surprises me anymore, honestly. It don't.
It's crazy. Herschel went like heavy like Jesus on the last couple weeks. He like went at the Jesus people. But the crazy thing is, the other dude is a reverend. Mm-hmm. All the Christian people voted for like the Christians, the evangelicals and all that. They all went with Herschel instead of the reverend.
They really feel how Herschel be feeling. When we say these people are crazy, like, I don't care who you talking about. You talk about Kanye, you can talk about Herschel, you can talk about Trump. It's really a lot of people out there that agree with them and will defend them to the end of the earth.
A lot of times they just want to agree with them more so than that it's even like rooted in real facts, right? Because a lot of times they get out there and you say, what is it? And they're like, well, they said that, but it's not that. Well, I don't really care. This is what I wanted to believe, right? So this is what it is.
Anyway.
Well, it looked like today, I did see that, it was like the Senate was up and it was still up for grabs. It looks like the Democrats want control of the Senate. So just on some government, you should know that kind of shit about your government, just in general, not that, however much it affects you, but we should know these things.
Before I really started studying and understanding this stuff, as an adult, because as a young adult, I really didn't care. But when I got out on my own and stuff and had to do the research and find out how important this stuff is,
right, it
kind of made me feel like there are no good parties. I don't care if it's Republican or Democratic. Like, at first I'd be like, yay for the Dems, but they all be doing some bullshit.
I mean, when you're young, you're like really a rebel when you're young. So it's like you don't see everything. But go ahead.
No, that's it. It's like choosing the best of both evils.
Yeah, but these are the only things that are going to do things in your interest or not in your interest right now. So it's like you just have to in one sense, have to make the best of what there is to offer now and then hope that we can get something done so that what's the best to offer gets better. Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Right? It's like, okay, well, this still is going to affect me. This still is going to decide whether I can do this or I cannot do that. So I need to go vote. Like I said, the measures matter too.
More than anything.
Right.
But they be trying to be tricky with the measures sometimes.
They got that sheriff out of there. That fucking gangbanger, the police gang sheriff.
Good, as they should.
They got him out of there. Right? I don't know what happened with the gambling on the phone for Cali. Did you see what happened with that? I didn't see what happened with that. I see now, though, because all the Trump people lost, now people is kind of stepping out there, like, and saying shit that we already knew as far as on their side, like they knew that, like, trying to pile on. Mm-hmm. We're going to see if it really matters when it come down to it.
In regards to the gambling, they kept trying to say that how it's going to affect kids, and I understand kids' manner and stuff, but what about all the other bullshit that they already got on the phone?
Hey, man, they got that shit everywhere else, man. We get it.
Listen, let a nigga put 50 on 7, okay?
Hey, let me get
on the phone.
Let me get my parlays off, though. Well, y'all hating on me.
Shit, that ain't nothing but the stock market. That's what I'm doing, and they're fucking gambling.
Hey,
so what difference is it?
For real. Let me get my shit off. I don't get it. But But it might have passed. Do you know if it passed?
No, I don't know if that one passed. Damn. I done looked that up. Damn it, Taz. You should have been here. Fuck. This is your segment.
Wow. Okay. So that happened. They jumping on the bandwagon trying to dump Trump. We're gonna see if it goes down. I mean, he looked like he's getting ready to try to announce that he's running already for the next for 2024.
What? But we already knew. You knew that was
of course
way ahead of time, right?
Of course. But just even
he shouldn't even be allowed to run again.
When he tries to announce, there are groups that are in place that are going to try to invoke like the article in the Constitution that will prevent him, as far as because of insurrection, They haven't invoked that yet, but there are groups that are ready to invoke that if he tries to run. DOJ, look, this thing that happened, we haven't talked about it in a minute, but this thing that's happening with the DOJ, that's getting ready to crack too. Like, they've been hiring prosecutors and shit. It's a lot of, like, little shit they've been doing on the low.
What's DOJ? Department of Justice?
Yes. Well, that's who's been investigating the shit that was the Mar-a-Lago shit and all the fucking paperwork and all that shit.
Yeah.
Right? It's been a lot of, like, little moves they've been making. Because, like I said, that has to be done right. Right? So they putting all their pieces in place. And this happening like this happened is just made it a little easier for them.
But here's my thing, though. I feel like Trump is pretty much confessed to the things that he's done and had like I did it attitude, and it's like ain't nobody.
Yes, but all this stuff is real procedural, and they just got to go through the procedures. So you're right. He has said shit just because of his ego, just boasted shit. That's like, nah, you can't do that, right?
Because when he got to talking about how he pretty much said he had an election fixed.
You talking about when he stopped the people, and DeSantis, when he said he stopped the people from going down there? I sent the FBI and officials to stop the count. That's just the latest thing he did and said as far as that he's guilty for. So. And
that's why I'm like, how's this nigga still a free man?
Nah.
How much of a process? You sound like my job. It was this dude that was working at my job, and he did not show up to work for a year. And I was like, how come y'all have not let him go? Right. And they were like, because it's a process, and he on leave, and we got to do this.
It's some things are procedural, because Trump is very much into litigation. His whole career has been like litigation. He didn't just won and lost a gang of cases. Right? He's quick to take some shit to court. And so they just want to make sure that they shit is, no pun intended, Trump tight.
Well, if he does, or when he does run again,
he will be indicted. He will be indicted.
If they don't put a stop to none of this shit before he runs and before voting, I wouldn't be surprised if he's president again. I knew he was going to be president the first time, though. I called it.
Hey, look, but it's different. How he's moved since then, he's put himself in, like, radar of people that weren't paying attention, and they're gonna try to vote him out of there. Just like all these people just lost. Look, this is the most people that have voted like in a midterm election ever. Like, niggas don't do that. Like, this time they did. They went out like, oh no, hell no. It was a bunch of hell no that went down. It was kind of surprising, right? Like, oh, okay, y'all was listening. Y'all was paying attention. So I think the same type of thing happened. And specifically because everybody that fucking went hard against was all the people that he was like endorsing, and all the movements pretty much that he was endorsing. There are a couple people that won, but in general, they got them out of there.
So why do you think that generation is so like gung-ho, die hard, and riding for theirs compared to my generation or your generation? You think we was too busy trying to go half on the
political climate was not as intense in our generation.
Wasn't as intense, or people wasn't really paying attention to the bullshit?
We weren't. As far as my generation, we didn't have nearly as much information as we have now. Like the internet, me coming up with something that happened is shit. I was pretty much grown when the internet and all that shit started really popping and proliferating.
It's real easy to get information now. Yeah,
it's real easy to get information now, and there's times where it like reminds me of like the 60s. Like the climate is just more political. The people just are more in tune politically. It's a conversation. We haven't had a time when we've ever had something like this happen with our government, as far as just a person that's even tried to do the kind of shit that's tried. It's alarming, just in general. So it's been more rhetoric, more people. Everything on YouTube is a think piece on one side or the other. You got your extremists. It's just a lot of people talking and chiming in.
I agree.
Yeah, that's you asked why. Yeah, that's why I think.
Okay.
Word. All right. What else happened this week?
What you got?
Do you do Twitter?
Well, listen, we just talked about having to keep up with all of these sites. I don't do Twitter, only for the porn.
Hey.
It goes up on Twitter.
Sometimes I don't even be. I'll be like, damn, I'm just. All right. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Sometimes I'm not even looking for that. I'm like really looking for other stuff, and it's like
it's right in your face on Twitter. You can't.
Yeah,
you can't avoid it.
But sometimes when they do it, they kind of spam it. So it'll be like a post. Somebody said something. Post. Somebody say something. Post. You're like, okay, all right. Like that was a whole fucking sex scene in that 6 posts right there. I watched it too. That's the thing. Like, I gotta watch it.
Absolutely. And then you go down that watching that algorithm, you want to see most stuff, and you just, now you forgot why you even got on Twitter.
Yeah. But now.
And if you did some self-love, then you're going to go to sleep.
No. That's, for me, it's energy.
I'm going to sleep, nigga.
That's good. That's good energy. It's like coffee.
I've never been I don't like morning sex either. I know this is off topic, but I don't like that because I'm ready to go to sleep. So if I got to get up and go to work,
So how about if it's like 4:30ish?
In the morning you talking about?
Yeah.
Nah, because I don't like being woke up out of my sleep unless I'm off. Unless I'm off and it's the weekend, we can get that shit cracking all night, early morning, whatever.
Okay.
But during the work week,
when you got to work,
and this includes me working from home. Yes.
I was gonna ask you. You need them work Z's. Got to get them in. Okay. How many hours you need for work? Like you're gonna put a good productive work day in.
Productive? 6.
6?
Yes. Anything under 6? No.
You know
and
good?
I can't be woken up out of my sleep because then it's hard to go back to sleep. Even though I said that made me sleepy.
I'm like say yeah. See, look, if you get like a quick wake up, 45, not even 45, nice little.
I'm gonna be up for a little bit, but I'm gonna be drowsy. It ain't even gotta be 45 because if you're doing that like in the morning, it can be like a quick 19 minute joint. Go back to sleep for like another 2 hours. Nah, fuck that. I don't want to be. Don't wake me up unless I don't have to do anything the next day until later.
Okay, well.
But when I'm off,
heard the rules.
It's whatever.
She established that. That's it. Don't wake her up for no fucking penis.
Unless I'm off.
She got to go to work, right?
Yes.
All right.
When I'm off, it's on and cracking.
When she's off.
So I like it before bed.
Right. Who doesn't?
Nighttime.
Who doesn't?
Sleepy time.
Who doesn't? Look, oh, that's night.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like a little before night?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. But a little before wake too.
Nah, it's not. It's enough for me, dog.
So, man, sometimes, man.
Not saying. I mean, of course, I've done it, but I've been mad. I
guess the juices.
Y'all got energy and shit, and nigga like me is tired. Then I'm thinking about dick all day.
That's the plan. Haha, got you. All right, now I'm getting up and going about my day. Want some coffee? You drink coffee?
I don't like coffee. I feel like I never really became an adult because I don't like coffee. So I'm like a fake adult out here.
No, you drink liquor.
These bills is real.
You drink liquor?
But I really don't like the taste of liquor so much. That's why I gotta have it.
Do you drink anything straight? Anything you drink straight? Or you just drink mixed drinks?
I can't do no. I mean, I'll take a shot if the homies is taking a shot or something like that, but I ain't about to be taking shots by myself.
No, not shots, but how about something that you just sipping on something with some ice, nothing.
Nah, it's gonna have some juice or something in it.
Okay. All right, then maybe you're not an adult yet.
Maybe not.
Yeah. I think you got to be able to have one of the liquors that you can drink by itself.
Wine.
Oh, all right. You enjoy wine? Oh, not really.
A wine spritzer.
Oh my God.
Or something sweet like Moscato, Stella.
No, nothing. Just okay.
Nothing dry.
Nothing dry. How about something in between? No, only sweet stuff like Kool-Aid.
Or
stuff?
a good Riesling? Is it called Riesling? Riesling, yeah.
Riesling. Okay. Hey, well, you know what you like.
Yeah. But okay, so because we got derailed, what's going on with Twitter?
All right, Twitter. Man, fuck no. Well, yeah, fuck Twitter right now because Twitter, Elon Musk done fucked Twitter up.
Taz already said she uninstalled it, right?
I don't know. But, like, Elon Musk tried to do the verification thing. We was talking about it, right?
Who gave him some bread to help him?
Well, he took out loans against, like, a bunch of his businesses. I'm not sure exactly who he took the loan out with, but he took out loans, like, against a bunch of his businesses. And what's crazy is the amount of the loan, the interest on the loan is more than he makes out of all of his shit in a year. So this shit has to go right. But this verification thing is already fucking going wrong because he did the whole little thing. Like we were saying, gotta get some of that money back, right? So he was talking about charging $19. He ended up going to $8. And now what happened was a gang of people just started getting verified. But the whole point of verification was to kind of authenticate you, like to make sure you're you. But people start getting verifying themselves under all kind of bullshit, right? Brand names, big companies. So it's like it's all backfired on him.
Because you could pay for verification now, you right?
Pay $8 to get verified, and you could be like, yeah, nigga, this is Hugh. I'm the Air Force, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So what happened? You see Eli Lilly, the company that does insulin.
Yeah.
What happened was somebody got on using their name, right? Verified under their shit, and said like, all medicine should be free. Made they fucking stock fucking just drop.
That's not good.
They lost a lot of money.
That's not fucking good. So the reason why I thought we already talked about, I'm either having deja vu or maybe the story wasn't fully developed last week.
That's what it was. The fully story.
Okay, because I'm like, I feel like we really talked about this.
No, we're elaborating on what's the result of now him putting this program in place. And now he was talking about that they might have to file bankruptcy.
Twitter?
Yes.
Hey, then came in there.
Like he might have fucked this whole thing up.
Yeah.
He might have fucked this whole thing up, like with this like ploy, and it's just him maybe thinking he was smarter than he was and not knowing how to run a social media company and just thinking he was gonna take it on.
Nah, nigga, that's not your field.
It's not your field. And there's so many people involved. And it's so many, he fired so many people, and it's like, it's a lot to run a tech company, especially something like that has to keep going. You got moderators, you got all the things that's going to keep this shit up and running with all these people that are participating all over the world at all times. Right? They already working people like slaves.
That shit sound like it was a bad business move. Like you fumbled the bag for everybody.
That's what it sounded like, and it was like an ego-driven bad business move.
You know how y'all do? Y'all love throwing y'all dicks around, and that's what these rich big wigs be doing.
No, that's fucking what they call little dick energy.
It's definitely LDE. LDE.
Yeah. They got a acronym.
Well, I made it.
Oh, okay.
LDE. I always hear about BDE, which is big dick energy, so but I say LDE
is the opposite.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's what he's giving off. I think that's what that is. Yeah. Think he'll recover?
You ain't recovering from this.
Think he'll maybe get some people in there that figure out how to fix Twitter for him, and he doesn't necessarily do it, but he figures out like sometimes you got to hire people to do it?
I think it might be a little too late to recover, but maybe you could have a bomb-ass exit strategy.
I mean, Twitter is a big platform.
It's huge.
That's kind of like, for it, is it going to be gone? Because, I mean, are people just going to, exit it? Is there going to be a just mass exodus of people?
Well, if it is, it won't be too long before users run to another platform or somebody makes another platform. Or there's already other platforms out there. They're just not
I don't remember the
on
name.
a big scale.
I don't remember the name, but somebody just put me on to another platform that I need to check out.
Like a crackhead drinking that drink ain't shit in there. Anyway, will you figure out the platform? Can you let me know?
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm really kind of like off Instagram.
What?
I'm not off it, but like I'm not enjoying it.
Why?
I just need something to excite me. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I need something to excite me. That's not exciting me. Maybe I'll TikTok more. Yeah. I'm not going to TikTok.
It's not.
I'm going to go check out the new platform. It's not exciting me.
I'm going to keep my comment to myself.
All right. I like YouTube.
What is it about YouTube that you like?
The different ways you can use it and how much more information.
So how can you use it besides watching videos and uploading videos? You talking about the comment interaction and stuff? Do that shit really be jumping like IG or Facebook or Twitter?
No, not because I'm not on there like talking to people anyway. It's just a different, the way I can kind of, it's just, I don't know, it's just a different type of content that I get on there and how I find it versus, I don't do a lot of searching on like Instagram, like searching for content. I just kind of like check out the timeline. If I see something on the timeline that really intrigues me, I might look deeper and then I'm off it. But YouTube, I'll actually go in there. I mean, it's based on Google, so it's a search engine on top of just social media.
Okay.
And I just prefer that.
Okay. I don't, but all right, I got you.
Yeah. Well, and I find, I run into a lot more interesting shit on there. Well, so we'll see what happens with Elon.
All right.
No, I don't want to say. I don't wish bad on people, even though I do think that Elon may be a super villain.
He is a super villain. And when people get money like that, most of the time they're out of control with it. Like there's always some hidden agenda or even some known agenda that's not going to really be positive for everybody else.
I mean, it's like when you start making moves like you think you can control how the world moves on certain things single-handedly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's when you start getting in that like territory. And I saw even like with the situation like in Ukraine and Russia, the conflict they got going on, right? When he would just like interject. First, he's affecting the internet in Ukraine, and then just seeing how he just interjected. And I'm like, he is at the level where he can probably like the top leaders. Mm-hmm. He's probably a phone call away. If he can't directly call him, he's probably a phone call away.
Yeah, I agree with that. I always thought that. I thought that same exact thing.
Yeah. So
they in cahoots. I don't care.
If not cahoots, they're just in communication. Like at that level, when you're communicating with people, it may not even always be it's probably civil, even if what's talked about is like something that's unpleasant. You know what I mean? Like you may not be agreeing on what you're speaking about, but it's just, a conversation that needs to be had. Mm-hmm. So, in cahoots, I don't know if in cahoots, but in communication with, absolutely. I definitely believe so. Yeah, I definitely think so. Oh man, my phone just doing some crazy stuff. Stop it. All right, you see? Oh, Oculus lady.
No, that shit is crazy. Give them the backstory. Hey, I actually talked about this with some of my metaverse friends.
We're getting into the future stuff in the movies.
This shit.
This is the stuff in the movies when you watch like Death Race and like. What are you willing? Like, this is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for real. Like, well, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Well, tell them what you're talking about first.
All right. Any Oculus users out there? We got any Oculus users?
Add me.
If so, add Shanni. All right.
Well, y'all leave y'all
get in the comments,
screen
man.
names in the comments.
Get it up, man.
Or hit me up on IG.
Yeah. Get it up. All right. Well, the creator of the Oculus. I did not look. Let me see. Let me pull his name up just for the people, so people can know what his name is, because he did create the Oculus. That means he is a very smart guy, right? But he may be a little crazy
He absolutely is crazy. I don't know why you just didn't say, hey, Google, who is the Oculus founder?
Oh, I got it right here. Yes, I know I had it right here. My man's name is Palmer Luckey.
Yep.
Right?
There's a few founders, but he's the one that we're talking about. He's the one with
he's the one who we're talking about.
Okay.
Yes, he's the one who we're talking about. What's going on there? For people that don't know what Oculus is it is a VR headset that allows you to go into the metaverse and to explore the VR world, right?
He's from Long Beach.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of...
Crazy. No, I'm just saying he crazy. But I'm sorry. Go ahead. Tell him what it is.
Yes. All right. That allows you to explore the VR world, right? Is that a good explanation of it?
Yeah.
All right.
It's in your face.
Yeah, you
get immersed into all these different apps, whether it's for games or for work or for performing, or if you want to see concerts up close and personal, stuff like that. It makes you feel like you're actually really there. Like when I have my headset on, I feel like, and you had yours on and we would be at two different places, I feel like I'm in the same spot with you.
Right.
I really almost feel like I could touch you if I feel your energy. So when I get the little bodysuit that allows me to feel and stuff, it's on and popping. Except for sex. Me and you already talked about that. Right. No metaverse sex for me.
Okay. Because that is... No, that's Demolition Man.
Yeah.
All right. So, Val, yes, it's a headset that you wear. I know you've probably seen commercials or something. If you haven't tried them out, you've seen it. All right. So now, the guy that made the headset, what he just did is he created a new headset that he claims kills you in real life if you die in the game.
But it's a few things. Let's unpack this. Okay. First of all, why would you want to create a headset that kills somebody in real life?
Well, I'm going to give you his reasoning when we can, so you'll know where he's coming from.
Because I have a few questions.
We know where he's coming from. Okay. These are quotes from him. Pumped up graphics might make a game look more real, but only the threat of serious consequences can make a game feel real to you and every other person in the game. Yeah, that's what he said. All right. Yeah, that's it.
That's it?
That's it. That's
okay.
What he said.
You ready for my next question?
Yeah.
See, this is the part I talked about paying attention and stuff because I just zoned off and I don't know if I remember my questions now.
Okay.
That quick. I said, what did I say? I said, why would you want to make it? You answer that. Okay. What are you using this for? Are you going to give it to one of your enemies or something like that? Who are you trying to hurt?
Well, I did read a story that went into it a little more than this that I pulled up here. And what I saw that he said is he created the headset. The reason he created the headset is he said because there's a thought process that he has where people are going to treat the virtual space, they're not going to give it the gravity that he thinks it deserves. And he wants to be able to eliminate certain behaviors and things that may occur in the metaverse if there was no consequence. Okay. He also said that he hasn't created a game or anything that actually goes with this. But the thought process of that bringing the metaverse and it actually affecting real life was quote unquote fascinating.
Okay, that answers my next question because my next question was going to be, how do you know that it really works?
Well,
what was the testing?
I don't know what the testing was, but from what I was reading, how it works is it explodes or something. But he said he has not created a game or something, or even conceived a type of game that he would want to use it in at this point.
There's gonna be shit like this is gonna be sold on the black market on a dark web.
You're gonna see people doing videos using that shit.
Absolutely. And you might see some deaths, so don't be alarmed. And then you're going to see some people that survived it. But I would hate.
It's only when you get game over in your game, whatever game it is. It's like
nigga, I would throw the headset off so quick. All I saw was G automatically off.
You get soon as you get ready to fall off that cliff.
Yeah,
You're like,
exactly. But yeah, I hope no little kids get a hold of it. This is just so like. Hey, this is the type of shit that you only hear and see in movies, my nigga. Like, when people try to play God, and if you don't believe in God, when people try to play creator or universe, whatever, your mama, your daddy, whoever, like,
super scientist, whatever.
Yeah, like,
mad scientist, whatever you want to call it.
It's a dangerous, it's sickening.
Yeah. It's like, somebody with so much genius, like that's what they're taking and they're using it for. Because on one hand, he did create the Oculus, and it is going to probably be world changing.
So what if they paid you $1 million to try it?
Nope, I'm good.
$5 million.
Nope, I'm good.
$1 billion.
Oh damn, we might have to play the game. I'm really good at video games, so but maybe it depends on how long.
You wouldn't be high, right?
No, I have to play that straight up. Well, I don't know. Depends. I play the game pretty good high. So it depends on what type of game it is.
Extendo, you playing the Death Oculus for $1 billion?
For $1 billion?
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all think I'm gonna play?
Yes.
Nah. I be doing goofy shit. You see me just almost trip outside. Like, that's how I be in the games. Like,
then a nigga is out in the first 4 seconds.
Yeah, like, I die.
That's what we said. Depends on what the game is.
I die a lot, and then I finally get it out of nowhere, and I be bombed. So, nah, I can't afford the real life death.
So maybe what if you can...
Pick the game?
No, you don't get to pick the game. But what if you could, like, play the game ahead of time before... You got to play it for all the marbles. When
it's a life or death situation, do you know how, like, intense and anxious, like, that'll make a person feel? And that's you already know, like,
that's why you got to be practiced up.
Nah, I be
like
it'll be just my luck that I start sweating or something like that, and then the sweat drip in my eye, and I can't see. Or then the controller lagging, and I'm pressing A and Y, and it ain't working. Like, nah.
But see, the game is like, imagine like the people that do like what's that shit? American Ninja, right? You know, like they get how they prep for it and they practice for it and they do all the stuff. They be building courses at home. What if all that water was fire? Right? Acid, fire, just fire. All that water was fire. Instead of water, right? So, you know what I'm saying? They probably think they would steal the people that really, like, had that confidence. You think they would try it? Any of them? You think it's any out of those contestants that you see, that we see? Like, because we see some crazy fuckers going there.
Yeah.
And they be making, like I said, they making whole courses. We've seen some people go and do that shit, like, and fly through that thing. But, if you know.
Let me tell you what I got out of this conversation. Y'all will sell y'all soul for $1 billion, which is not a bad amount of money. It's not like you're selling your soul for $100.
That's not true.
Or $1,000.
That's not true.
But I think it's extremely risky.
It's risky. I've taken some risks though in my lifetime.
I've been 50 years.
You said you've been around for 50 years, so fuck it.
Down there 50 years.
You ready to go?
Why the fuck not test out $1 billion and make sure my wife would get $1 billion fucking dollars? Why not?
Nothing. But then what if it fails and now she loses you and she ain't got the money?
She got insurance money on me, so.
Oh shit! Okay.
Let's test this out.
Okay, Extendo.
Damn.
Why not?
You see why I say you need to be on the couch?
You know what I'm saying?
Now what's your thing? Could I get an insurance policy on you?
Could you get the insurance policy?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you were specifically going to.
I think you can get insurance policy on friends. Can I get one on you?
Why? Because I'm willing to test out the millie?
Yeah, so just in case.
Not for the millie, for the billy.
Just in case something happened.
But like I said, my shit was still dependent on what the game is. My shit was not just a yes or no.
What if it's the rap career on NBA 2K?
What?
The rap career? Don't y'all gotta have a rap career now on 2K?
No, man, I'm not doing that.
What is the rap career?
I'm not doing that. I ain't been playing 2K in a couple years because I ain't been on that.
I think niggas gotta have a rap career now.
She said,
y'all tap in the comments.
She said, gotta have, not like can have. Yeah. Gotta have, like I'm trying to play this basketball game. They're like, no, you gotta go to the studio and rap.
I really think they gotta have a rap career. I'm not making this up.
Bro, Last Dragon, nigga, you gotta walk, put me on your shoulders, nigga, and rap.
The glow.
That's funny. So it depends on the game.
Okay.
For me.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're not playing.
No.
2 Billy. 4.
Okay, maybe if I was y'all's age.
Oh, so here we go.
Because then at that point,
here we go.
You know, but
$10 billion.
That's risky.
That's risky?
I gotta be able to play the game for a week first.
A week?
Yeah.
Okay, just 1 week?
Yeah.
7 days or 5? Work week?
7.
7 days?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
can it be co-op? Do I get to have a friend help?
So you gonna depend on somebody else?
A bomb ass gamer.
Oh man, so you are going to depend on somebody else to fucking fall off the cliff while you was going just do. Oh, they fucking son called him or some shit.
Then he dies too.
Hey, I'm just saying, but you also. And their son just called him, Daddy, huh? Fell off the cliff, and that's you.
I told you I'm going to throw the headset off before it season's falling. Wigging off, just throw it off. I ain't even gonna pay attention.
You're not going to even know.
Oh, I'm going to know. I might just throw the shit off on GP just because I got scared. You won't get me.
So could you do Naked and Afraid?
What is that?
Naked and Afraid.
Where they put you
we talked about Naked and Afraid is.
I'm not going outside.
Oh,
so no.
So no.
I don't like bugs. That's why I don't even want to go to Australia.
I'm not doing Naked and Afraid either. What they do on Naked and Afraid is they put you in the jungle, naked.
And afraid.
With a partner, right? They'll give you a tool and a map and a burlap sack. And the tool, like a lot of times, like, well, depends.
But why you gotta be naked though?
Because you just in nature and
survival series.
You gotta and look, and I've seen a few people. You know, it's crazy. It's out of all I've watched this. Only a few people like make clothes, like where they got to the like after a while they just get comfortable, and you know sometimes they just pull up like, hey, this is what it's gonna be. They just get comfortable. They kind of most times it seems like because of all that's going on, they get past the naked part pretty fast.
Right.
Are they fucking out there?
I've only seen one.
That's nasty.
Look, I've only seen one where I've only seen one where I thought they was fucking. I saw one where I thought like dude was like in love with the chick he was with, right? But I saw one where I was like, nah, they're fucking.
You know why it's nasty to me?
Because after the first night, that shit gotta get real crazy out there.
Just like it reminds me of the 1800s. Or fuck that, like King Arthur time. Like, how was y'all really washing y'all asses like that good enough? One of the kings was smelling so rank.
Well, that's part of it. And, you know, they used to, like, really like the stink and shit.
Nah, that's nasty, bro.
They would, like, not wear deodorant and shit.
All of them wear deodorant.
But, look, on here, they, depending on the water source, they will go wash themselves and stuff like that. And, like, sometimes they have like episodes like behind the scenes episodes and you get to see like, oh, they didn't have episodes that show like, because women be out here getting their period and shit. The shit can like, it get crazy.
And I'm supposed to have my period on a leaf?
They be there for 21 days.
I'm supposed to have my period on a leaf?
Right? They be there for 21 days, nigga. And they put your ass in weird environments. Like I said.
How much is the reward?
Now that's the part. Not hardly shit. It is all them pretty much pushing themselves because all the people that do it, like, do it again. Like, so that's just kind of maybe in their nature. But the prize is not like hardly shit. It's like $5,000. It ain't no money.
Hell nah.
But all of the people keep doing it. It's like a litmus test.
$1 billion, yes, that. But I'm thinking about all the factors.
Have you thought about all the insects?
I'm thinking about the insects and the fact that you're going to be barefoot. And you know how I'd be tripping and stuff, and you know
you're gonna be barefoot. You gotta depend.
It's gonna be cold at night. It might be raining.
I've seen. Look, I've watched this shit. Like I've seen one cat on there who, like, all right, player, you could be on my team, player. Whatever little team they doing on there, because this fool hunts. Like when he's on there, they eat. I've seen times where they go that whole 21 days.
With no eating.
They don't eat.
Because they ain't killing no animals.
It's very few times where it's like they won't. But sometimes you just don't find it. It's like the environments, they put them in different environments.
They ain't got no seasoning out there, so I gotta eat.
When you hungry as they be, they be happy to get something. I just seen snails, all kind of shit, bugs.
They not getting sick off of that.
Depends. A lot of these people that do this stuff are really into it, so they're trained on different stuff. Like, I can maybe eat this kind of leaf, or this right here is good to heal you with.
I'm a nigga from California. I wouldn't make it out there.
Hey, it's a interesting show.
I can't have no fried chicken for 21 days. Nah, that's a no for me. I don't care how much.
I seen a fool. He was like everybody on there be like, huh? He like, I'm a scavenger player. I'm a scavenger, right? And this fool ate some like berries, like they may have been edible, but he ate them like unripe. And they had to send like the rescue team in there because his stomach was eating itself and like inside out.
Ew. So they were tamed.
Oh, they did like some injuries happen sometime, and they got to come get you. So sometimes
can you press a button and be like, I can't do it no more?
Yes.
I'm out?
You can quit.
Panic button. Okay.
You can quit, right? Sometimes the person quit, and then their partner just be there by themselves for the rest of their time.
Mm-hmm. So do they then get $10,000?
Doubt it. I told you it's a litmus test because their whole thing is I'm not tapping.
The point is 5 ain't enough. It's not enough.
The thing is, I don't really think they on there really doing it for the money. For the billion.
$1 billion is cool, but it's just too much going on.
In the Brazilian rainforest.
I'm just gotta bleed on myself? Like, nah.
If it happened like that, you better time your shit. Like, you better be looking ahead.
I'm not gonna be making no tampons out of leaves and shit. Nah.
Yeah.
It's gross.
I think, honestly, it's a production. I think they probably provide them women with tampons. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think that's inhumane if they don't.
Because how it works is they have cameramen. During the day, they're cameramen, right? Nighttime, the cameramen go away. They have a couple stationary cameras in their area. They have a camera, which is like their personal like vlog camera, right? So they can like talk to the camera and stuff like that. But the people gone at nighttime. But like, there's one episode where I thought the dude fell in love with the girl. He was just trying too hard to save her. This nigga went looking for food at nighttime. Like when the whole shit, when you supposed to, you normally go, he ended up finding like the medic station. Brought her some food back from the medic station. They kicked their ass off so fast. He brought her food back from the medic station, like, cause she fell in the fire. She passed out in the fire. He was on her though. He was on this little white girl.
Was he black?
Yeah. And it's not a lot of niggas on there. It's only a few. This was the only nigga that looked like a regular nigga.
Niggas burnt the whole house.
Hey, and she was burnt. She was burnt. And literally, she burnt because she fell in the fire. She did. She fell in the fire. So, no, not for the Billy. All right, so we see what happened with the headset. Dude said he ain't came up with a game yet or nothing to actually put the headset on, but he did invent it. It was fascinating to him. So, when we start hearing about people fucking head blowing up in Oculus headsets, we know what it is.
I'd be scared to get a replacement. Cause what if somebody just on some fuck shit and it's like a lottery and randomly it's gonna be a headset that's killing niggas. See, technology is dangerous. What's the question?
What if they made sex illegal and they made you have sex virtual reality sex?
Like Demolition Man?
I'm going to jail. I already know what real dick feel like. So, no.
Yeah, bro. I'm not fucking through a virtual suit.
You're not fucking through a virtual suit?
No. I'm not fucking. Hey.
You going to jail?
If that's what's going to happen. If that's what got to happen. Because, I mean, they got to catch me. Fucking for me to go to jail, right?
Yeah.
Like,
unless that shit turn into, like, you know how some people be yelling rape and it ain't rape? What if a woman's like, well, we had sex, or he did this to me.
Oh, my, and it didn't happen?
Or it did happen.
Oh, so
and that's how they caught
I got caught because the woman told on me?
Or your neighbor told on you because they was hating. They was hearing cheeks clapping.
Oh, so you get told on by a hater.
Virtual reality.
Oh, I'm not doing the virtual reality sex. I'm not.
You wouldn't do that either. You married. Imagine being married and having
they told you, as a married man, hey, sex with your wife got to stop, and you got to use this virtual suit from now on.
You ain't going for that.
I mean, think about that, though. That wouldn't make no sense, but imagine if they
nigga, you just
single person
you just
only.
Imagine.
No, think about that. Think about that right now.
Then I get married.
They said,
I get married.
No. Okay, thank you.
Then I get married.
But we making the rules right now.
I'm saying, though, think about that.
But they outlawing it.
The way things going right now, what if they said, hey, the only way you can have sex is if you're married?
Then I get married. I'll find somebody real compatible really quickly.
Oh, so is that easy? Do you just not want to be married?
Do I just not want to be married?
Yeah.
I mean, I've had opportunities to be with people that I didn't necessarily, I think that was the smartest path, but if they just cutting sex off, period, unless you're married.
The opportunist.
I'm gonna work something out.
Opportunist. Yeah, we can get married now, bitch. You know.
I'm just saying. What are you doing? What you doing? Right now. Right now. No more fucking, except for a virtual suit, unless you're married.
I want to be married, though.
I know, but I'm saying, I'm saying, of course, I know. I want to be married. That's all I'm saying.
But it's going to take me some time to find somebody.
It may take me some time, too.
With.
I didn't say it was going to.
Because I still don't want to be in a bullshit ass marriage.
It's going to take me some time, too. I didn't say I was
you
about to just run up on Sally.
No, you said I'm going to find somebody compatible real quick.
I am. I'm going to be a little more diligent in doing it. I'm not necessarily the most diligent. I'm not out here just like all the time looking for wifey, but I might have to go in there. Hey, man, let's put some of this shit aside right quick, because we're going to have to fucking go
you know
do some
how I said I wouldn't marry you? I was just kidding, girl. Come here.
Hey, yeah, you know, when I said I couldn't see myself with you.
I could see myself.
Well, I could.
I could.
I meant to say I couldn't see myself without you.
I hope so. But
I need love.
I said I needed space, but it was just for that day.
Yeah. I just meant space. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to get away. I was just trying to get a day. So yeah, you get married.
Yes.
All right, now, what if they told you, married man, they just came in your household, right? Came in. I mean, as far as rules wise, came in your household.
Came in my house and
told you that you and your wife had to be using the fucking haptic feedback virtual reality suits if you guys want to have coitus.
Would I do it?
Would you do it, or would you go to jail? Like and say, fuck it, I'm breaking the rules and I'm going to jail.
I'm just going to jail.
Immediately?
I'm about to go fuck my wife silly real quick first before I go to jail because I got to go to jail. I'm going to jail. I'm sorry. I'm going to jail. I'm not about to be doing no stuff.
Well, all right, look. So,
no.
What's the jail parameter? Like, is it just like
if they
quote
say
unquote? Wait, I'm saying is this quote unquote like coitus, or is head included in this?
That's sex.
That's all sex.
So any sexual act. So is kissing considered a sexual act?
Any sexual act.
So is kissing considered a sexual act at that point?
Remember, and
I mean, because it gets ambiguous. You kiss a lot of people. It's not always a sexual thing.
Remember in the movie, they couldn't have no touching. So
No hand jobs.
No nothing. They had to put on their little goggles or whatever.
I mean, she didn't say it had to be like that. That's just what she offered.
That's what it was in the beginning. Remember the rules? The rules were no touching, no interaction. No interaction.
I'm not playing that game.
So, no interaction.
I'm getting married. I'm getting them married where they can't come in there and say shit about my shit like they could to yours. I'm getting the other married.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You sound like a little kid that when they lose and they keep adding rules. Yeah.
I mean, since I heard what they did to his household, I'm not trying to go through that.
And I get fire and imagine. I know you don't have that.
Imagine you get married so you could get some fucking in, and then they come tell you at home, like, nah, we changed the rules. We changed the rules.
Fuck that.
Yeah, so nah, I'm gonna get the other one. Give me, how much is the one where you can keep fucking your wife? That's the one I want.
And y'all can't come in and
it's where you can keep
that's
going.
The rule.
Yeah.
You get married, you can do all the fucking you want to.
I will gladly pay that extra fee. But we can piece up.
Or you got to put on this bodysuit.
Because on the real, because maybe we can piece up. Because I'm like, hey, look, this for me and you.
I'm touching you.
Oh, you know what? I think they should come out with this. Because then maybe a lot of more men will start acting right.
No, maybe a lot more women start acting right. You better battle on the sexes.
Take that bass out your voice real quick.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. Don't we just blaming it on us? We all are responsible for our misgivings.
You've just sat up here and said you went from not wanting to really be married to I'm getting married. Real quick and in a hurry.
Circumstances. Sometimes,
not acting right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes circumstances may affect your actions. And that is a circumstance that may affect my actions.
Okay, Club Dynamite.
All right. You just said you was getting married too.
But I want to get married either way. I told you that.
Me too. I just didn't want to get married.
Nigga, when you want to get married? When your dick stop getting up? You don't want nothing serious? You want to get married at 70?
How you feel that? How do you feel that?
Okay.
How you feel that?
Because that's how you be acting.
You don't know how I be acting. When do I be acting like that?
We be having these private talks about relationships and stuff like that, and you be telling me.
Hey man, don't be telling all the people about what we talking about first. That's what you. So that's you just saying private talks.
So that's how I know you really don't want to be married. Did she just say
private talks? The key word.
You asked me how I know.
I know, but you had to explain that another way. You got to be more crafty in how you go about explaining that. You just said private talks. She was about to just put everything in the private talks on the podcast.
No, I wasn't. Not everything.
Not everything. All right. Not everything. All right. I'm moving on.
All right.
That's what I'm doing. Have you heard the new Nas album? I bet you haven't.
No, I didn't know he had a new album.
Nas and Hit Boy put out another album.
Okay, I'm about to check that out. I like Nas. So.
No, go check that out. All right, well, look, Nas and Hit Boy put out another album. This is the fourth album that they have put out in a row. I think they're 4 for 4.
You like it?
I think they're 4 for 4.
You fucking with it?
I think they're 4 for 4.
Yes or no?
Yeah. Now I just said this is the fourth one they put out.
I know, but that didn't mean you was fucking with it.
That means...
So you said, I think they 4 for 4. I thought you was talking about Wendy's.
Okay. All right. All right. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. All right. Okay. She got me. 4 for 4?
4 for 4.
Yeah. All right, nigga. Yeah. I'm rolling. They done put out 4 albums. This is King's Disease 3. Right? They did King's Disease 1 and 2. Then they did an album called Magic. And this is King's Disease 3.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
Hit Boy, West Coast art. Took West Coast artists for Nas to really get with Nas to give him the kind of production that I really like. Because Nas has always been top tier, one of probably the best rappers out of all of the rappers. I haven't always loved this production, though, might be personal. But these 4, I wish you found him earlier.
Okay.
You know, wish I found him. That's albums like that, And like the growth that he showed on this album is like why I appreciate hip hop, shit like that. Like this album is dope. It's a grown man album. It's not.
Well,
like,
it happened when it needed to happen.
Kid, huh?
It happened when it needed to happen.
As far as him running into him,
yeah,
that may be true. They say things happen when they're supposed to happen, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, check that out. Check that out if y'all like, them good bars, dope beats, without it being like fucking singy-songy and all that.
And drill rap and stuff.
He actually do a little bit, like just kind of like, hey, I can do this for a few bars, kind of get that off. Hit Boy's a dope producer.
They got auto-tune.
Hit Boy's no.
Good.
No, but
I'm sold.
What's dope about Hit Boy with working with Nas? First, he probably the producer of the year, but working with Nas, he was able to give us like a bit of the old and a bit of the new kind of mix. You know what I'm saying? He's able to do like the production that it doesn't just sound like this, like he's chasing what's the sound of now. Mm-hmm. Right? But yeah, dope. It's dope. I'm glad to see that. Drake and 21 came out last week.
I've been hearing a lot of people saying that shit is hard, but I'm dying off of the memes.
The memes are funny. You see fuck the meme. Well, not fuck the meme. Yeah, fuck the meme.
The video?
The one that's the video game
the
video.
The video where Drake was walking.
The video game video. That shit is funny. Walking down 21, will you do something for me? I've heard the album a few times, man. The album is cool. This is the album I think people wanted when Drake dropped that dance album.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I just been so like caught up with the memes and the videos and stuff. I was like, it's making me not want to listen to it. Because when I seen the meme when Drake
people was on Drake
had his legs lifted up in the air.
Hey, people on Drake because they talking like he sounded sassy. But Drake didn't always sound a little sassy, I think. So it don't sound like
he a sassy ass nigga.
Yeah,
Sir Sass.
I don't know. Sometimes, like Drake been around for a long time. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't surprise me to see, people like they just turn on your ass in a minute. He been out and talking shit for a long time, and it's like generations have like kind of came up and like he might be an old nigga to some of these young cats. You know what I mean?
He is.
So they could turn on him.
He a long way from Wheelchair Jimmy.
He is a long way from Wheelchair. He's a long way from the best I ever had.
Yeah. That nigga been in the game for a minute.
Yeah. And had a somewhat of a stranglehold since Lil Wayne kind of gave it up. Said, hey man, yeah, you can have it for a while, player. Because Lil Wayne had it for a long time.
Yeah, he did.
And he but that's dope about Lil Wayne. He did all that with Nicki and Drake, and like he didn't get them popping, but he helped to get them popping.
Absolutely.
And then he let them breathe. He just let them breathe and get their shit and and shine. And a lot of times people don't like step out of the way so you can get that. Mm-hmm. Especially when you see somebody that like could possibly surpass you, right? Mm-hmm. And like get out of the way and like let them do what they do. That was dope. I think that was dope with Jay-Z too. People don't even really put Jay-Z and J. Cole together. But J. Cole was Jay-Z's artist that he said.
I never knew that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay-Z signed J. Cole. And he was on the Blueprint 3. They had a song, Stars Born. But yeah, he put him on. But when he put him on, people used to laugh at J. Cole because Jay-Z didn't used to be like all of his pictures and shit, right? But Jay said back then he wanted dudes to be able to build his own audience. Not, his audience, his built-in audience. He wanted dudes to be able to. And he still supported him just from the background. And you see where he's at now. You see where Rihanna's at. You know what I'm saying? People don't look at her like his artist either, but that's his artist too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So shit. So that's cool. That was cool of Lil Wayne. I thought that was dope. And but Drake and 21, now they getting sued too about the rollout.
Now, what exactly did they do that was like Vogue? Because they getting sued by Vogue, right?
What the rollout was they did a bunch of promo that seemed like it was with all these things, but they didn't really do it. They just kind of faked it. So they did like they did a photo shoot and made it look like it was a Vogue ad. And that's what Vogue is mad at. Because they did that's it. But that's their brand. And they did the whole shit and they used their brand in order to promote their album. And I'm with Vogue. I just realized I'm with Vogue right now. But if you use my brand to promote your album. Whose idea
was this? Do you know?
It was theirs. Vogue wasn't involved.
Drake is, no, I'm saying like, was it somebody on his team or was it Drake?
I'm pretty sure whoever the marketing.
How you not in the game that long? You've been in the game too long to not know that you can get sued over something like this.
That's what the whole campaign was. So I don't know why they didn't take the steps needed to protect themselves. But that's what the whole campaign was. They had like a fake Howard Stern interview. They had a fake Vogue ad and a couple other things, right? That was just how they rolled it out. It came like that whole week leading up to the release. Mm-hmm. But Vogue is not with that shit. They like pay us our money. You used our name, you used our brand, and we're not going for it.
That's steep.
I think they're going to end up paying for this one. I think
they will.
I don't think they're going to win that shit. All right, let's see. Cash App is funding indie artists. There's an initiative for Cash App to be funding indie artists. This is not a new thing, but it's just kind of they kind of promoting it now and letting people know they're doing this.
You think this is huge?
I think it's good, possibly. Consider it's like I said, it's not a new thing. They've been doing it already, so they're just making people more aware of it. It's a few artists probably that we know that's already involved in this. Let me see. You know Victoria Monet?
No.
Oh, she's a singer. Well, Victoria Monet, I'm familiar with her. Mona Leo, Mikey Alfred, Reggie, Jacqueline Lee, Angie Number 8, and Cristoforo Donati. These are all artists, I guess, that they're helping, right? They're just funding projects.
Yeah, I don't know any of these folks.
I know Victoria Monet. It says Cash Apps, they believe in freedom for artists. It's an initiative designed to help independent artists fund their projects. And they say Cash App Studios. Okay, Cash App Studios, never heard that term. Believes in freedom for artists, both financial and creative. We fund emerging creators, breakout projects to stitch Cash App's guiding principle of economic empowerment into the fabric of the creative industry. So they just trying to promote more shit.
It's not surprising to me because when
them jumping into other markets to promote your shit.
Yeah, because first of all, I was going to say when Cash App started, like when you were able to buy like stock and crypto and stuff in Cash App, thank you. Yeah. I knew that they were going to start going a different direction with some things.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised that now they're trying to.
That they dip their feet in other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've already seen them. They've been sponsoring and promoting like podcasts.
It's a heavy ass cup.
Right.
Fuck.
It's that mug. Got it. Right. I saw them like a few podcasts that they're sponsoring. So they definitely getting other stuff.
Would you let them sponsor Deez Ninjas if they was interested?
I don't know. I mean, I would definitely be willing to talk to somebody.
The money gotta be right?
I'll definitely be willing to talk about it. Take a meeting. Feel me?
Cash App if you listening.
On the road. We new pod generation, we on our way up. So get on board. That'll be dope. You'll be dope for it.
What if I manifested that for y'all, for you?